BJ from Game Gumbo. I've got my guest here, Jambalaya, and we're talking spicy games. How about another game I had no idea? I had to go deep in the archives.
What do you got?
Talk to my buddy Eric Yurko about pictures of Seventh Night. I don't even know this game at all, Jambalaya. Where are you getting these things?
It is right here. This is Seventh Night.
That's supposedly the box cover.
Yeah, this is supposedly the box cover.
All right, so
funny. Okay, so
these pictures are from Eric Yurko, by the way, from What's Eric Playing. If you haven't seen his blog, make sure you check it out. But Jambalaya, tell us, what is Seventh Night?
So you have these tiles, and the tiles have different points on them and things like that. You're gonna be laying them across. Spreading them out in a row, right? And then each player is going to have their own deck of cards. They're going to have different numbers on them. So everybody will have these 1, 2, 3s, 4s, and 5s, right? And what you're doing is, here, let me flip these over. Sorry. All right. So what you're doing is you're playing a card from your hand. When you play the card from your hand, you're playing it in front of one of the tile that the gnome is currently on. Sorry, the little gnomey guy starts on. And when you play it, you can move it left or right by that amount of that number.
That's that little white figure there on the green.
Yeah. So if I play a 4, I can move it 4 left or right. Okay. And if I can't, if I have cards in my hand where I can't move it, then the player gets to take a card from my hand and discard it from the game.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I know. and then you draw from your hand. You can play multiple cards on the same one. So you can play these 2 1s and move 2. And what you're doing is actually doing a little, well, I guess area influence in a sense. Like, so you're influencing that card, that tile. And the card, I think they go up to 6 points. So you're gonna be fighting between, 1 to 6, or I believe it's 7 actually. You're gonna be fighting, 1 to 7, so 1 to 7, and you're gonna be fighting over those because whoever has the highest numbers under this tile will score for this tile, so they will own this tile at the end of the game. It's 15 minutes. It like I said, it's just a little. I'm really big on having games in my backpack, like games I can play with somebody real quick. And I mean, this game probably is not going to be more than $15 either. And I'm just a fan of having those games. I'm sorry.
It sounds like it fits in that genre of those small box games that give you kind of a big experience from the little mechanic that they explore.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like, it's you can have coffee and play this game. And I feel like if you're just sitting there talking and you're waiting for some people, you whip this game out, you can explain the rules, and boom, you be done. Probably, and people will probably sit and watch you play because it's such a neat little, just a neat little puzzle. And that little hand management choice of like, hey, do I want to move this 4 over? Well, that puts them over by this 5 over here. But I want to trap them because maybe I feel like they have this amount of cards in their hand. I think it even tells you the distribution of the cards as well. So yeah, like it tells you the distribution of the cards. So you also are paying attention to that. You're like, okay, well, I see they have their 4s out. So they probably are holding on to this 5. I need to make them play their 5. So I'm going to put
Seventh Night is published by MOGwai. Is that how you say it? MOGwai?
MOGwai, but they're going to be at the Big Cat Games booth too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know that Eric talks about MOGwai a lot. I don't know much about their games, but I like what I'm seeing from you.
I will be talking to them at PAX U.
So the company itself is going to be there, not just their games then.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's designed by Yasutaka Ikeda. I wonder if he's going to be there at PAX U. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of, like I said, a lot of playing games at their booth pretty much for a couple hours just to see what they got. So.
And that is Seventh Night. A 2-player game takes, you said, about 15 minutes or so, right?
Yeah, like 15, 20 minutes max. Even like HeboCon is like 30 minutes. Yeah.
I'm interested.